Morning, nice and decent people. Big up, apologies, the warm up. Well, we're here. Sometimes we stream at 4, sometimes it's 3 something. But we're here, people. Here with the Waffle Don. Big up to my broski every time. Champions
Yo,
League business complete. And we move forward to the. I want to say, you know what, before I get into all that, because I want to hear what my bro has to say. But big up, man. Big up to the legendary.
he's got me in a corner now,
Oh, yeah.
so I'm
He
gonna
got
have
you
to
in the
speak.
corner. In a
Yeah.
corner. But before we get into all that, we have to acknowledge the boss who's blessing us early today, y'all. Early,
Mm.
early.
Maybach music. Maybach music.
Yo, yo, yo. Yes, people, the Don is in the chat. The bully, the chat room bully. E. Ross himself. What you telling me, Ross? I see the doctor, Darren Martin, the general. Big up to everybody, man. It's Friday, bro. You good, yeah? What you telling us on this Friday afternoon? Still top of the league, top of the champs. All them something there. What you telling me?
I'm telling you, yeah, we're still there, but it's nothing to celebrate. It's not nothing to celebrate. Let me
Why not?
celebrate at the end of the season when we
Yeah.
have fulfilled all those achievements. But yeah, it's good to be there, and I'm happy we're still there. But it's still a long way to go, man. It's still a long way to go.
You know what? Before we get into all that, right? Let me ask you, the Ethan thing, the Ethan loan to Marseille thing, right?
Mm.
I'm sure that the Zerbi style of play and all that stuff was part of the deal or the part of the draw to get him there. Now with
Mm.
him, being on the brinks of being sacked or resigning or whatever, he's leaving. He's leaving Marseille. How do you think that's going to affect Ethan?
If I was Ethan, yeah, I'd be like,
Send
do
me
you know
back.
what? No, because he ain't gonna get no game time. So you know
Yeah.
what? Ethan's where he needs to be right now. Let him just chill with the brothers. At the end of the day, see, it's a tricky one because the new manager might come in but the new manager can't. It's tricky, man. It's really unfortunate. He's in really an unfortunate situation because De Zerbi obviously likes him, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and De Zerbi was gonna play him, yeah. But whoever comes in, you don't know who's coming in it. There must be some obligation that you have to play him on that loan, regardless of who's coming or not. But it'd be really sad if the new manager comes in and doesn't see his talent and then decides not to play him. That'd just be horrible.
You know what? It's very tricky, and um, there are things that you can't control in football, right? And because Benfica did a madness at the end there, and got into the qualifier, they essentially knocked Marseille out. So now Marseille are out of the Champions League. They have less games to play. So
Mm.
the amount of games that Ethan was going to play was limited anyway. Now it's just limited to Liga and the Coupe de France. You know what I mean? So, and I hear your point fully when you say that there might be an obligation for him to play and all that stuff. But managers are loyal to themselves, right? We see that
Yeah.
that Liverpool kid at Villa suffering for minutes
Mm.
because they know if they play him a certain amount of minutes, they have to buy him. So Unai Emery is like, I have this guy, but I can't play him in these games because I can only play him here. If we play him, we're going to trigger the clause. So this was one of the reasons why I was against Ethan going. The first reason is our squad is weaker without him in the title running, and
Mm.
today is the 30th, so the window
Yep.
closes on Monday. I don't see us getting anyone in. Do you? So
Hell no, no, nope.
yeah, essentially we let one of our best young players go out, leave the squad. That's all we did in the transfer window, and then he's gonna go there. His minutes going to be limited because of the football available, and that concerns me because he went there to develop. You know what I mean, and play football. So it's a mad one. Big up to Darren. Big up to Footy Bands. Big you up, my bro. Big up, Mr. Pads. E. Ross, the legend. The assembled Dragons. And big dogs are out today. Big up to Guna SC. Everyone is here. But yeah, man. Yeah, the champs. Did you take any takeaways from the carry performance?
First off, that's all I took away. Second half, I kind of said to myself, yeah, once I saw Odegaard coming onto the pitch, the game's definitely gonna change. Me and my angel on my shoulder telling me, nah, you know, Odegaard's gonna do something. The other angel saying, nah, he ain't doing shit. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's the clash of both of them, and my brain just going crazy. And then the second half came, and it was just like.
So, what are we gonna do about this, bro? Like, this has to end. Like now, it's become so clear that Sky Sports is having the discussion now. Normally, when we're talking about something in these small spaces amongst us. Some call it an echo chamber, what have you. Fair, but the conversation really seldomly leaves here until it goes pear-shaped. Well, now we're still leading and we're still in good positions, but the conversation has made it into the mainstream now, to where articles are being written on it saying he's not doing enough, and it's on Sky. It's out there, and dare I say, I would pay to hear Tony Adams' thoughts right now based on how he was treated, what he said over the summer. This is what he was talking about. This is it. This is Man United at home, and your captain can't make it to an hour. That, I know it might seem like it's not a big deal, but that's a big deal to me because of the message.
No, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. I'm gonna say it right here, right now. And there's gonna be some guys that don't agree with me. I'll say his name, probably Cape, probably Gunner Street. I'm saying names out here today. I don't play. And we always keep saying this, unless he picks his game up, unless he's back, unless he does this, yeah. We've been saying this for a few weeks now. Now, I shouldn't have to be saying this about my captain. My captain should be, every week, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Not being hooked off like, you know, Captain Beard, Captain Blackbeard. This guy, Odegaard, yeah, will be the difference between whether we win this title or whether we don't win this title. I'm just going to put it out there right now, because we are carrying him right now. People say, I don't know if you saw the loose cannons the other day. There was a guy on there. Is it Jack Henry or whatever his name was? Something like that.
The loose cannon on the Turkish show.
Loose cannons with Turkish. There's some guy.
Was with Mo. I haven't seen the other one yet.
Yeah, he's quite big into whatever he's doing. Yeah, and he was saying that Odegaard doesn't go hiding; he goes hiding from the ball. And I was like, "You're deflecting once again, Odegaard. Just say it. Odegaard goes hiding. Why are you hiding behind that? You know, why are you hiding behind that? Why can't you just say it as it is?" There's so many people in this world and in this life and in this chat that just are not. Sorry, I'm not going to blame the chat actually, yeah, because your chat's pretty real. Most of them are pretty real in the chat, yeah. I say 99% are real in this chat, but just say it as it is. Odegaard goes missing. He goes missing in games, man. I see there's clips of him hiding behind the player. You know, when Man United game, especially when Zubi had the ball, Odegaard was hiding behind the Man United player. There was no one to pass to. He couldn't pass to him. That's just one example. You know, he goes missing too much in games. People can talk about his talent and all of that kind of stuff, yeah, but what good is talent if it's not being put to use? Yeah, you have space on the pitch. We have the ball majority of the time. What is going on with you, Odegaard? Yeah, you like to shoot and sometimes it gets blocked and all. I get it, but people don't call him out. He's on over 200 bags a week. People call Havertz out. People call Saka out, but no one calls out Odegaard. And I'm glad I'm seeing all these clips. You know, the Athletic speaking about it, Ornstein. I'm glad I'm seeing all of this stuff now, because either he has to buck up or he has to get out, because I'm tired now, yeah, of hearing, but hearing in 2023, 22, whenever when he scored 15 goals. I'm tired. What have you done for me lately, bro? What have you done for me lately? I want to win the Premier League this season, not 2022, 23 when we bottled it, or when you're telling us we bottled it. I want the league this season. So give me the league and be proud about it. Be aspired. This ain't the season, yeah. And I know you're a army guy and stuff like that, yeah. I get all of that stuff, yeah. But he needs to be like that. Be a soldier. You're a soldier now, yeah. Gather the troops. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a captain. I'm you know, remember Lee Goon? I'm a captain. I don't really like to talk. I'm really like someone that's quiet, and I talk to the lads like behind.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. Leader. Yeah, when he speaks, and he's talking about no, it's not the time to fall apart, and let's all stick together. Bro, it's not time for that. It's not time for kumbaya. You just had 90 minutes to shut everybody up. You know what I mean? Because I love what you said there about captain's performance 7 out of 10. There are 2 players this season who, like Timber, 3. You can even say 3. Timber, Gabriel, Declan Rice have all given us so many good performances this season that when they put in a 6, everyone is like, what happened to Timber today? He only did a 6. He didn't perform up to his level.
You see it. You recognize when he puts in a 6.
You like, that's what we need from our captain. Now, nowadays, a 6 from Odegaard is like, well, you know, he worked hard, didn't give the ball away. It's above average slightly.
He worked hard. That's all he is. He worked hard.
Yeah. I'm not getting, but
what is he?
Part of
what
me is happy.
What is he? Do you know what he is? When I ask everyone what is Odegaard, what does he do? What is he? Is he a centimeter? Is he centimeter? Is he a deep line midfielder? What is he? He's not a 10, obviously. What is he? No one could give me the answer. The definitive answer what Odegaard is.
You know what confuses me most about Martin, right? Is that Arteta loves utility players in certain, like Timber. He plays Timber at center back, right back, moves him to left back when the back line is janky. He plays Eze in the middle, but he moves him out left. He plays Marino up front. He plays him in midfield. You know, he plays Martinelli all across the front line. He plays Nani on each side. He plays Strasser
back midfield.
Yeah, but Odegaard he is everything but a utility player. So everything that he loves in other players, Odegaard doesn't give him. I see Odegaard get away with stuff that Eze gets called out for and doesn't play. Well, even Canton have said this, and Harry Semio has said, in the Arteta system, you can't do what Eze does. He needs to sit and watch. I'm like, bro, you know what? That punishment by omission thing can be an effective tool, but it can't be a blanket where you use that for everybody. It might work for younger players.
Yep.
Right. But for players in their prime, don't have time to sit and wait while the coach teaches them a lesson. No, not when these players have won stuff prior to coming here. Not when we have to be very careful that we don't waste these players in their prime. Eze is 27. He's in his prime. Saliba I know we signed him young, but he's no spring chicken. He's in his prime now. 27, 28 for a center back. You're in here. We have to make this count.
Saliba ain't 27, is he?
No, Saliba is
25.
25. Yeah. So Gabriel is 27.
Wow. Yeah.
Gabriel is 27. Benjamin White is 28. Like, these guys are, you know, they're getting up there, and they have to win. And, you know, like the opportunities that Man City gave us over the past month, I don't think they give us those opportunities in that stretch for the rest of the season. So essentially, we could have been this 11 points clear, but instead we're 4. That's the opportunity to miss. 7 points drop when City was dropping points, and we could pull away from them. And I think with an 11-point lead, we would have a margin of error, if you will. Right now, I don't think we have any. I think one more loss, and it could be very sticky, because we see these men go ahead of us. If they go ahead of us in February, it could be very difficult to catch them.
I think it's finished if they go ahead of us. If they win against Spurs and Liverpool, and we draw tomorrow, just, you know what, get ready for reaction streams. Get ready for a lot of head loss streams, yeah, because that's coming. That's it's not unrealistic that can happen. Even though, you know, I still think we win the league, and a lot of people maybe outside of your chat still may think that we can still win the league. I just think that there's no margins for error now. You know, everything's got to be professional. You know, tomorrow, you know, starting from Sunday, it's Feb memory, yeah, Feb memory, because the memories should be remembered for good throughout that month. Yeah, not for bad, because this is where we can win it or lose it in February for me. We need to clearly, you know, those two games, Spurs, I think Spurs are going to get beat. I think City beat Spurs. I don't know about the Liverpool game, but we'll talk about that as the weeks go by. Obviously, this game with City and the thing. But I was going to say that I can't remember what I was going to say. I was totally just went blank. Big up the chat as well. I was going to say, I was just going to say, about the margin for error thing. And this is probably going to get us into like talking about the game tomorrow. Our records, as far as I know, at Ellen Road is quite good. I think they've not beaten us. Is it since 2000? Am I correct?
Yeah, but
that doesn't mean anything now, does it? That doesn't mean anything today, does it?
Yeah, that's been a lot of. So they came back into the Premier 2020 in that COVID year. They came back. They went back down, but yeah, our worst result there was when we drew there during COVID, 0-0. I think that was the Pepe red card game.
Yeah. But it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. History doesn't mean anything. When you're in a title race, only the history that you make by picking up those ears at the end of the season means everything. It's like we can do the history thing. We've not lost or anything. They've taken points of Liverpool. They've taken points of Chelsea. They took points of Man United as well, didn't they? They drew with Man United as well at Ellen Road.
Yeah.
So
they've done well.
It's not like, you know, we're playing against, you know, it reminds me of a Sunderland team, yeah, but ballers in their team. Shout out to Mahara, man.
It's the Sunderland team. We drop points away at Sunderland, you know.
Brother.
It would be they're gonna give us a hell of a game, I think. Yeah, Chelsea went there and got turned over 3-1. They have this thing where the crowd just seems to give them this extra boost of energy, and with our slow style of play, the way they run can cause us problems if they turn us over in dangerous positions. You know, I don't think it's gonna be
and the thing, and the thing about this game as well, is that if you can remember the Liverpool game, Liverpool were kind of cruising against them. They were cruising at Ellen Road, and then all of a sudden they switched us. I can't even speak today. They switched it up, and you know they got themselves a 3-3 draw. They got some good players, man. They got some really good players, because we're talking about Bundesliga attacks with some of the players. They've got Calvin Lewis, the dressmaker, Nunto. Was it Ockford or whatever his name is? You know, they got some good players, and this is what I wanted to ask you. This is what This is what I wanted to ask you. Based on that first half, what you saw against, I know it's only chiropractic, but based on them, do you think we play that way on Saturday, or do we go back to the second half way? Start the game.
Second half.
Oh, don't say that. Please don't say that.
And I say that. But here's why I say that, Waffle Don. I say that because the second half versus Carriot Almighty is because Odegaard, come on. He's starting. He's going to start.
You sure?
I'm 100. I'm willing to
bet. You sure the manager ain't going to take him out of the firing line because there's a lot of talk right now?
If he takes him out the firing line, they're going to protect him and say he has a niggle. He's not going to outright drop him. He's not.
But I would prefer that. Would
I
you prefer
would
that?
too. I would too. But twofold. Number one is why Odegaard will start, and I think that's why we'll play more like the second half. The second part is we have seen us blitz Club Brugge in the league and then played slow against Wolves at the weekend. We've seen us do the San Siro thing away against Inter, play well against them, move the ball quickly, fluently, and score early. And then at the weekend we lose to Man United. There's some common denominator of when our performances are slow based on who's in the middle of the park. So yeah, he's starting. If he doesn't start, I will be shocked. But I just don't think we are at a point where Arteta still can say, I'm undefeated, and well, not even undefeated. He can say I won all my games in the Champions League, still top of the Premier. He can still say that. He can still say with my tactics, we're still competing on all fronts. 1 foot in the final, top of this top. He can still say it, even though we feel the grip loosening a little bit. So I don't think he's at the breaking point yet where he's going to drop his captain, albeit how poor the performances have been. I just don't see it.
But in saying that, wasn't Arteta saying in his press conference that he had a conversation with the players? And remember Cape and Stefan talking about we're going to now see some, expansive football and all that. I'm naming names today. I'm naming names. So Cape, if you're watching, I'm naming names. If it's like, if you say we're going to be seeing this, and then you're saying that, well, it's still going to be the slow because you know what, we're still top of the Premier League, we're still top of the Champions League and that. So what happens if something drastic happens and we suddenly fall back?
That's it. You said it. That's what happens. We will see active, aggressive play from Arsenal when something drastic happens. That something drastic is us conceding. If we're allowed to start the game and play our football, it's going to be slow, controlled. We're going to pass you to death, and we're going to find an opening via set piece or a great delivery into the box. The drastic is we put one of those balls in the box, they head it out, they get us on the break. Remember, Wolves was one-on-one with our keeper. Wolverhampton Wanderers on the break, on the counter-attack. When we beat Wolves 2-1 in the early parts of the game, they had a break on us and was one-on-one with Raya.
What happened? I can't remember. Did they shoot?
No, I think either Timber or Saliba chased him down, and he put it wide or something like that. But those are the kind of breaks that can really hurt us. But when that happens, all of a sudden you see Arsenal Football Club look like they know how to play football again. Even the Sunderland away game, soon as they scored, 2 seconds later we were up the pitch with the ball in their box. Mikel Merino had a great chance, but I think that someone launched their body at it and blocked it. So we know how to play. It's just we wait until we go down a goal to react, or we go up a goal, sit back, they equalize, then we react. Even the Wolves game, another perfect example. After they equalized, we find ourselves right up the pitch for the equalizer, albeit an own goal, but we find ourselves right up the pitch. We know how to do this.
What kind of mentality is that, man?
We choose not to attack teams. I don't know if he's part of it. I heard Terry Fluid say this a couple of seasons ago, that this new control method is to conserve energy, conserve this and that. But I'm saying, well, this squad is way bigger than the 23-24 squad. And it's the business end. We have 15 games left. There are, I don't know how you feel about this, but would you I don't want to say sacrifice, but I can't think of a better word. But would you forego the League Cup, FA Cup, Champions League, and just focus all your energy in the Premier League if you were guaranteed to win it? Forget the other trophies.
Yes.
Right. So that's what I mean when I say that if we approach these 19 games, and I made the stream at the time, and I said if we approach these games like 19 cup finals, I think we win them. But the games that we've played since then in the league, Liverpool, Forest, United, it's been Liverpool, Forest, and United look like they're approaching the game like a cup final instead of us. I don't see the urgency from Arsenal the back end of the season. I didn't see it against Forest, didn't see it against United. You know, United, the game, it was reminiscent of the 23-20, the first failed title charge. Man City come to the Emirates. Tamayasu back pass to Kevin De Bruyne. He scores. I don't know if you remember that one. We
Yeah, I remember
self-destruct.
that.
We're cruising in the game, and then we self-destruct. You know, so the PTSD, I don't have to go back 10 years. You can just go back last year and the year before that. Why I need us to be killing teams off. You know what I mean? But
And sorry, yeah, but we ain't really we never really touched on the Man United game.
Yeah.
But that Zubi back pass is unforgivable, man. I don't get anyone. I'm not hearing anyone tell me anything about that. Yeah, because those type of mistakes, yeah, gives other teams emphasis when they play us. So, do you think Leeds are gonna be like, oh, Zubi's on the ball, oh, look how good he is? They're gonna be like, I'm gonna pressure him because I know he's going back to the goalkeeper. He's going back to the goalkeeper. Let's put some pressure on him. Then what they're gonna do? They're gonna make sure they charge up the field and make sure that someone's there. Yeah. Too relaxed, yeah. You're supposed to be winning the title. We should be really like looking at ourselves and like, nah, we ain't doing this, yeah. We are not making these mistakes again, yeah. But the problem that we have, and you've just touched on it as well, is that reserved, conserving energy, slow type football. Look at me, look at the way I put some nice passes together. It's not. Is it sustainable this season? We will see, isn't it? But Man City are catching us up at the moment, and I don't know. Yeah, when that pressure starts hitting differently, yeah. We will see.
I heard what you said there about Zubi. That pass was, matter of fact, I think you put it in the chat, or I don't know if you said it on your own channel, that pass was so criminal that he may need to sit for that.
Yeah.
Sit down. This is criminal behavior. You need to sit, you know. But the thing is, that back pass, it's 80% Zubimendi and 20% on the tactics. You play with the numbers. I'm saying this, the system is not blameless. Now, Zubimendi, the reason why he made that back pass because he thought it was safe. He's so inclined to make that. For example, let's use Skelly. When Skelly gets that ball, Skelly is not immediately looking back to go back to Raya. Skelly's looking to control and see if I can run with this ball forward. Yeah. But Zubi is so hell-bent on this safe pass thing, just like the captain, an extension of the coach, carrying out the coach's orders, that he didn't even look. And that was a tactical setup by Carrick, knowing that if you press him this way, they always go back to Raya. So, Mbuemo, just stay in this position when we initiate the press. Stay. And when you are a Man United player and you see that a tactic that you worked on all week just came to fruition, just like the coach said, all of a sudden you start to believe, well, we can out-tactic these, man. We got them. And we do. There's quality in the Man United squad. And Mbuemo is a quality player. I wanted him at Arsenal. When you have the quality and the tactics are on your side because the op is doing everything your coach said they would and the things that you worked on, you go into the game. That's what gave them confidence to just start bopping the ball in our midfield like that. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? We've seen Dorgu, void of confidence, have some shit performance to where me and this guy go back and forth. And I'm saying Dorgu is a good player. Well, Ha is saying he's shit. And I'm like, he's a good player. And then we find some middle ground saying, as a winger going forward, he's good. But as a defender, you know, fair play. And we agree there. But they grew into the game tactically when they realized that, hey, we got these, man. We got them.
Brother, I was watching Matty's show, yeah, and I've got to the point, I'm on 53 minutes, and it's showing exactly the position that Zubi was in when he paid that pass. It shows me it's a, you know, it's a still, you know, you got Matty doing his drawings and stuff. The guy's got time. He's got time on the ball. He should have just passed it through to Rice. But you see our players, yeah, sometimes they think they're too smart. They think they're too slick, yeah. And sorry, yeah, not every other team, yeah, are with that. Yeah, some teams are fighting to survive. Some teams, yeah, can see the weaknesses, and they will continue to see the weaknesses unless we start to, like, you know, manufacture those errors and, you know, begin to show these teams that, you know what, we can outscore you as well. Yeah, we can do the fire against fire thing. But this tired, and I get why Arteta wants to play like this. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I get it. As you said, you know, he can say he's still top of this, he's still top of that. But we don't play that way in the Champions League. We play totally two different ways in the Premier League and the Champions League. And I'm hearing a lot of people saying, and I don't know if you agree with this, yeah, that it's been a real shitty season. You know, teams have been crap. You know, the other teams have been crap. That's why they've not caught us up. But no one's talking about Aston Villa. Not, you know, everyone's just talking about City. What about Aston Villa? I know they got an injury with Ollie Watkins the other day, but all it takes, yeah, is for us to mess up, City to mess up, and then Villa may not stay there for long, but it's enough to play with your brain, isn't it? It's enough to play with your mentality.
Yeah, you have to respect them while they're still there and thereabouts. But then, you know, Villa, I think they drew to Palace and then they lost to Everton after their last five haven't been great.
Right.
And yeah, I think if they get a good result against Brentford tomorrow, you know, their names will still be thrown in the hat. But they're on 5 losses. A lot of people wrote off Liverpool after they hit 5 losses. So
things change just like that in the Premier League. It just changes just like that.
So I think if they're primed to lose 2 more, Villa, I don't think Villa going to run the table. So that's why I look at Villa, but not hitting the panic alarm over Villa yet, because I think 7 losses and
they play City in the last game of the season as well. So that game. That game could, like, maybe, you don't know, innit?
Yeah, it's mad. Now, the Champions League, right? You seen who we possibly could match up with in the round of 16? You seen the teams?
No, I haven't. No.
Yeah, so it looks like Atalanta, Borussia Dortmund, Leverkusen, or Olympiacos are our possible opponents.
Oh, Olympiacos. Remember Olympiacos?
Yeah.
If we get them and we don't beat them, yeah. Oh my god. I think both of those, any of those teams, I think we can beat all of them teams.
Yeah.
I think we can beat all of them teams.
Yeah, so I'm looking at that and I'm like, you know, we don't kick another meaningful our next Champions League game isn't until March 10th or 11th or something like that. So now it's EFL Cup on Tuesday for a right to play in the final. Next, well, you can call it next month. We're almost in February, and our 15 cup finals, and our cup finals start at Ellen Road. Kai's performance in the first half, something or nothing, taking into the account the low pressure game, the opposition, you know, at home, that stuff.
Something. Listen. I don't care who we play. Yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, there were players in the second half that didn't do nothing against Kyra. How about that? You know, he done his thing in the first half. And you know what? It was just, you know, the simple things. Yeah, like the simple looking up. You know, the threaded pass, the assist. You know. That looked like old Arsenal. That looked like the Arsenal of old, the attacking Arsenal. You know, maybe Kai has license with Arteta to do what he wants to do, innit? You know, maybe Kai is not the one that, oh, you know what, just slow the game down. I don't think Kai is that type of player. I don't think Kai takes them type of instructions like Odegaard. He might be his pet, but I don't think Kai does, you know what, all that slow down and stuff like that. Kai wants to prove himself, innit? You know, he's been out for a long time. You know, he probably wants to win the Premier League as much as some of the other players as well. And it was a good first half. Don't get me wrong. You know, we played Kyrat. Don't get me wrong, but it was invigorating. It was energizing to see what he could do. And I'm not one of Kai's biggest fans, by the way. Yeah, you know I'm not his biggest fan, but seeing him play, you know what I mean, alongside Gyökeres, I thought, imagine in the Premier League how many teams we would give problems to, because they're not used to this. This is the thing. Why don't you do things that teams are not used to? If Kai and Gyökeres were to rock up on Saturday, Daniel Fark, he's gonna have a problem. He will have a problem on Saturday because he's not expecting those two to play alongside each other.
Yeah,
You know,
try
instead
something
of
else.
bringing
Be
over the guard control.
Yeah, be unpredictable. I like what you said there about simple, like let's keep it simple pass, threaded pass, because Odegaard get that same ball, and this is what I'll give credit. I give Kai credit for this. He actually showed for the ball, drifted, picked up a pocket of space, scanned the field. Oh, y'all, show, give me, turn, ball. Odegaard there is receive the ball. It's touch. I'm looking good while I'm touching. Touch. Gyökeres done went, turned around, did a backflip, zigzag, touch, trying to stay on side while Odegaard is still touch, and makes a pass out to one of the wingers.
Yeah, 5-yard pass. Like.
Yeah, there's something about a striker running through on goal that Kai can appreciate as a striker himself.
Yeah.
So he plays that ball the way he would want to receive it. You know what I mean? And that's what he did.
Who played Kai the ball? Was it Eze or was it Norgard? Who gave the ball to Kai?
I think it was Norgard.
Was it Ben White?
It might have been Norgard.
This is what I want to see. This is the type of football I want to see, man. None of you know what's frustrating about this team this season, yeah? The last 3 games, they've given us nothing in terms of like the last 3 Premier League games. It's been embarrassing. Embarrassing against Liverpool. You know, embarrassing against who was the other team? Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Embarrassing against United. You gonna embarrass us again on Saturday? Are you?
If they dare to, because this, where would the beginning have been? The beginning of the end? You would have Liverpool taking credit for coming to the Emirates and starting the downfall. You would have Man United saying, "Now we came to the Emirates and beat you for the first time all season. However long we started your downfall." Forest would have a part to play in it because that was the window of opportunity. Now we can go on a run, drop a game here and there, and go on a run towards the end of the season, and people will say, "Well, look at the run we had. The last 10 games we did well," but we could point back to these match week 21, 22, and 23 and say that's where we lost the league. You know, because that's why we were so upset. But they can't embarrass us this weekend. But can they? What you say for this game, my brother? Ellen Road. What time kickoff is it?
3 o'clock, 3 p.m. UK.
And let us know what you guys think as well.
I'm gonna go for a 3-1 Arsenal. 3-1.
You going for a 3-1 Arsenal? Yeah. 3-1 Arsenal.
Players are rested. I'm expecting a big performance on Saturday. I'm expecting a big performance from the lads, considering we've not won our last 3 games in the Premier League.
Yeah, I hear it. I would love nothing more than that, to be honest with you. But I think it's another cardiac FC day. Another cardiac on the edge of the couch type game. I think we win it though. I think we win it 1-0. I think we score. I think we find a breakthrough, and then defend for our lives. Calvert-Lewin.
Do you think? See, I remember Saka scored that 1 goal, yeah, but I don't think our defense right now is. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Our defense is back now, man. Cala is back in training.
Oh yeah. So we're scoring more goals, man. We're scoring more goals. I don't think it's going to be 1-0. We're going to score more goals than 1, man.
Between him and Hincapié, I think we have 90 minutes there at left back. I think we have 90 minutes covered there.
I see them scoring though. I do see Leeds scoring though. I can't see them not scoring. I can see them scoring. They got too much quality not to score. Calvert-Lewin, he's definitely going to have a few chances. Especially like if the crowd are all behind them, I can see them maybe scoring first.
Yeah, I think if they score first, we're in trouble. You know, our defense needs to answer the bell again and remind people that they are still the best bunch, and put more pressure and highlight that the attack is the problem. It's not us. We've still only conceded. I'm looking at Leeds' goal tally. They've scored 31 goals this year. You know. That's more than I thought they would have scored at this point. They scored more goals than quite a bunch
Where are
of
they?
teams.
Where are they? Where are they in the league?
They're 16th. They're way down there, but
So
they are well clear. They're well clear. They're 6 points clear of West Ham in the relegation zone. But yeah, I think we just get over the line and beat them 1-0. 1 second, let me jump into the comments real quick and big up the man them. Still, big up to LFC Monster. Big up to everyone. And there shouldn't be anyone here who is not sub to the Waffle Don. I got his name in the title. So man like Jacques, Blacks, the new faces in the house, make sure that we go subscribe to Waffle Don TV. We do this every Friday.
Let me see if this works.
Man, big up to Boy 10. Boy 10 has had enough. It's long when Boy 10 has had enough of Odegaard. Maybe it's because Kai was looking better in the 10 than Odegaard. That was the final straw, man. But like, how you let Kai, a half-fit Kai, because we know he's not fully fit. It was just reported 3 days ago that he had a setback. And now, man, starts and looks like a 10. And I said, you saw in the group chat once I saw the lineup, I said, brace today. Brace for Kai. Thought he would have cooked, when he cooked. So it's Gallagher,
Gallagher?
Yeah, Gallagher's at Tottenham. So speaking of Tottenham,
I don't rate Gallagher that way, man. And what's he bringing to Arsenal, man? Really, he's like a cardio man, isn't it?
That's all he is. That's all he is, man. That's why I thought Simeone would love him. Because he would run into the ground, he would run. But Simeone was like, yeah, you run, but that's not enough. You need some tech to play,
But that's exactly what Odegaard does as well, though, to be honest. Yeah, he runs, innit? He runs around because he does do a lot of yards, but
yeah,
he looks busy as well. There's different. There's a difference.
Looks busy, looks very good on the ball. Like, you know what else frustrated me about him? That he came on, I was at the pub. I didn't even watch it right at home. I was at the pub. And he came on. There was a passage of play where he got the ball on the right side. And everybody in the bar, I swear, everyone in the bar said he's going to dink it. He dinked it.
I saw that. Yeah, you just felt it, innit? You felt it. Yeah. You felt the
so
dink.
If we know he's going to dink it, surely the coaches, the players, and everyone who has scouted leading up to the game know that he's going to do this. You know what I mean? And it's never worked. I don't think I've ever seen it work. What works is when he makes those perfectly weighted pass through the middle for Benjamin White or for Saka to run onto and cross it. But the dink shit, it doesn't work. They set up, cut off the pass and force him to dink, and it's a goalie. Goalie's gonna catch it, or a goal kick, or we're gonna intercept and clear it. But yeah, man, it wasn't a good week for him. And if he needs to respond, big up, Jacques. Sucking to the Waffle Don. Yeah, man, big up,
man, big up
to you, man. Big up to Static in the house.
Static in the building, man. Hey, I need to do a show with Static, man, one of these days, man.
Puerto Rican say he'll give you £20 for that shirt behind you. He just subbed as well.
You know what? This is original as well,
Yeah, man. I love that circa. Mad. But yeah, man, that's the Arsenal. We spent 45 minutes in our beloved club, but we both predicted wins. Opportunities, we never know when they're gonna come. They do come, and they might present themselves this weekend in the form of a Tottenham game versus Man City. Bogey team, they say, but this one is at the Toilet Bowl. They've already beaten Man City this year. Can Tottenham do us another favor and take points off the big blue shark, Waffle Don?
Unlikely. They've got too many injuries, man. Too many injuries. I can't see it. I can't see it. Their league form has been atrocious. I don't know. I just can't see it, man. I just think that Thomas Frank, man, he's another one that's not brave in the Premier League, Another one that's been out with Tottenham, maybe he hasn't got his players. Maybe there's a lot of, that step up to a big club, especially Spurs. Managing Spurs is probably one of the hardest jobs in the world because the expectation from the fans is high, but the boards, obviously the expectation is not as high. It's more like a business these days at Spurs as well. And they've got a lot of injuries. Kudos out for the season. Who else is out as well? I think they got Moani. He's not really set the Premier League on fire. Is Solanke back? I think Solanke's back, isn't he?
Yeah, he's back.
I just can't see it. I can't see them winning. And I just think that City's beaten them a couple of times now, I think, at the Tottenham ground now. So I think with Semenyo and Gay at the back now, Semenyo in attack, and Haaland just got a goal in the Champions League, I think they'll be up for this game. I think they will beat them. So I'm going for probably a 2-0 victory. I think they get beat well this weekend.
Yeah.
Pep's going to be in his lane now because we've given them that advantage. Yeah, we've opened up the door. The door's still open. Yeah, ajar. Mm-hmm. Someone's put their shoe there. Yeah, and like they still can get in the door. So yeah, I can't see. Maybe Spurs. You know what it is? It's one of them games. Yeah, BBK would be watching, thinking this game's looking like a draw. Yeah, and then Haaland scores. You know what I mean? Late, and then they get another one in the dying minutes, and it's just like game over. So we just got to do our job. We have to just do our job and win. We win games. Obviously, we're not going to win every single game, but I'm challenging these guys to go and win every game. Yeah, the City game might be tricky, might be a draw or loss, but I'm challenging them to win every game outside of that.
Yeah, you know what it is for me, right? If this was a Liverpool Man City title race, if this was a Manchester showdown for a title race, City versus United or anyone but Arsenal, Tottenham would do something in this game. Yeah, they would do something. This is why I respect the Man United faithful, right? Because Man United see Arsenal and Man City going for a league title. Man City go to Old Trafford, United beat them. No, we love Man United more than we hate Arsenal. Then they come to the Emirates. We're in the title race with Man City. So no, we're not doing City any favors. So fair shake. We love Man United more than we hate Arsenal, more than we hate that team, right? These Tottenham, man, they already got their pants by their knees, bro. They are ready to roll over. These men were in the studio with, these are pundits, paid pundits in the studio at Sky Sports when the title running in 23-24 with Man City kits on. Yeah, I forgot his name. I don't what Cundy or one of them. O'Hara, one of them were in the studio. These men were in their own stadium with their back turned with Man City kits on doing the.
I remember this now. I remember this.
I remember man. If it was earlier on in the season, which it was when they went and did it, that's their bogey team. Now when it matters, they are rolling over tomorrow, bro. They are rolling over.
Remember Son's chance, yeah? He would have buried that on a normal day.
Against anyone. Yep, they're rolling over tomorrow. 3-0 City. They're getting punched up, bro. They are going to be cheering the City goals. Like, watch Express's watch along when City score and see if you don't celebrate.
Yeah.
And tap in Tobes and George. Because George's your guy, yeah? George's your guy. I know he's going to celebrate whenever City busts net. Because they hate Arsenal more than they love themselves, which is something I can't say for United.
Big Tobes, he was saying that we need to win because they've not been really doing well. I think they've drawn or lost a few games. They've not done well at home because they're going down and down the table. They're in 15th, isn't it?
Yeah, I heard him say that. I heard Tobes say that, but I also heard that very same Tobes, that game we were just speaking of, come out and say, well, Ange need to find a way to lose this game of football while the game was going on. He was away on something, on business, and he called in because Turkish was sitting there doing the mob watch along with the rest of the big six. And they called him, and he said, no, I think it was 0-0 at halftime still. And he was like, no, Ange needs to find a way to lose this game of football. He said that. And as I'm not gonna lie, Toby is one of my favorites on the Big Six panel because he does make good footballing takes.
Yeah.
He does. But when he said that, I was like, right, I gotta throw you in the bin. I have to. I'm sorry.
You know his brother's an Arsenal fan, yeah?
Yeah. Toasted. Toasted.
Yeah.
So
he's a bit of a, I don't know. Do you think would you call him a top goon?
He leans on that side. He leans on that side. Yeah, I don't want to call him a top gooner, but he does have top gooner energy.
Yeah.
You know, but he puts that out. But I think City gonna punch them man up, man.
But it's up to us to win. Is it the same time the game, or are they playing later?
Shit, that's a good question. I think they play.
Will they play at 3 as well?
They play Sunday.
So if we win, that kind of puts the pressure back onto City. So, but City, I don't put pressure in City in the same bracket. You know, they're gonna go and do their thing, innit?
Yeah, they like the pressure. And I think they like where they are, you know. They like being 4 points behind because this motivates them. Like this bunch of players, and hey, we've won. They're motivated to chase us. And if they were looking at the table right now and they see 11-point gap, that might demoralize them. But when they see it's only 4 and they know we have to come to them, they're like, okay, we just need to keep pace.
Quick question.
They come match week 18, go on.
Why do people still see us as the favorites? I'm seeing stats 80%. Favorites, we're still the favorites. Is it because of that 4-point gap? What is it that's leading these Sky Sports and all these, you know, these agencies to think that we're still the favorites? What is it? The bookies
and the Opta computer that's showing Arsenal has a very low, not the very low, but lower than the other teams. The likelihood of Arsenal dropping points is lower than the other teams. Okay. That's what the bookies are showing. That so if you're betting money to win for Arsenal to win the league, you're not going to win any money because the odds are leaning that way. You know, so when the bookies' their money is at stake, they're very, very cautious with the odds. But those odds will change drastically on Saturday and Sunday if we, you know, do a slip and fall. You know, if we do a Steven Gerrard, you know, and let these men in. Tustin is in the middle, but he leans that side if he has to, and that's okay. You know what I mean? There's plenty man who I know who tries that they try their best to stay in the middle. But I say to those people, and I say to you, Gunarican, watch them when the game is going on. That's the true them. Not when the game is over and they have time to gather their thoughts and to go consume some content or go read a comment section or a vlog that can sway their opinion. Watch how they react while the game is going on. That's their true self. You know. So I watched KP. Yes, I rewatched the watch along and I watched Cape's face when Cunha scored that goal, and I'm like, yeah, I'll say it.
Was he vexed? Was he vexed? Was his face vexed?
I'm sitting there like, yeah, go ahead and find that ounce of positivity that you got way back there and bring it forward. Nah, the real you is right now. You're pissed off. You're pissed off and you're vexed. So let it out, brother. It's okay.
Yeah. Did you? What was my reaction? Was I pissed? Was I?
You need one of them.
Oh,
yeah,
bro.
You know what? I don't know, man. You need to get that delay is doing you an injustice because I want to. Cape tells you what's coming. I want to see your reaction in real time. You know what I mean?
We got to start pausing up the thing because he's 20 seconds ahead, isn't it?
Yeah, that 20-second pause is robbing YouTube of gold. You know what I mean? I want to see that. But yeah, man, we have to make this be our skid. It's over, right? Draw, lose. Now go on a run. Because I think, imagine if we win the next 6. We win the next 6. I think that posture is just right back to where we were, 6-7 clear. I want to be going to Etihad in match week 33, 6 to 7 points clear. 4, and it's squeaky bum time. It's tricky. Villa Brentford.
Oof.
What you saying for Villa Brentford? Because Villa beat Brentford. They keep pace. You know. They
Villa,
keep pace with us.
Brentford are a good side this season. You know, they have very good sides.
Yeah,
They
I
can
think they're-
cause any team problems.
I think Villa and Brentford are the two.
Tammy
teams that-
Abraham's there now, isn't it? He'll probably start, isn't it? Well, no, he might come on.
Yeah, he might come on. I don't think he'll start.
And yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 Villa. 2-1 Villa.
2-1 Villa, yeah. 2-1 Villa. Come on, Brentford. We need you to do something.
We need Brentford to do something, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got Villa.
But the thing is, you know, you say you need them to do something, but doesn't Villa winning put pressure on Man City?
It does. It does.
If we was away now, it would be those two battling with each other, isn't it?
Yeah, it does. But I think as long as City are looking back at Villa, they're okay.
So if Villa, City draw and Villa win, Villa goes above them.
Mhm.
Doesn't that do a little psychological thing?
It does. Yeah, but I think this Man City bunch are resilient enough to deal with that because they know they play Villa again, and in a one-off, they probably fancy themselves.
Where's that at home? Is that home? City at home?
I
think they're at
sure
home.
what the first picture was. Yeah, I think it is at home.
Yeah, they're at home. Yeah. Didn't Villa beat City this season? Or no?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Villa have beaten them this season already. Brighton have beaten them. United. I don't know who their other loss was, but yeah, I think Villa will get it done as well. United, man, they're in top form. You know, they're feeling themselves. The Carrick bounce.
Sorry, this is the part where I don't talk about Man United.
I got him join. I got him going back to factory settings this weekend.
2-2. Yeah. But it's at United, isn't it? It's at Old Trafford, man. They're either gonna slap Fulham up or it's just gonna be a draw. Do you know what? I'm gonna go the opposites. I think United gonna have a lot of the ball, so I'm gonna go 3-0 United. 3-0 United. Confident
Smith
United.
Rowe.
United are back. United are back in it. They're back.
Joshua King and Smith Rowe masterclass. Loading. You know, I just seen Brighton go there and punch the man up in the cup. So yeah, I think they can get something. We'll see what other good games are on. Oh shit, Liverpool, Newcastle. The
Newcastle.
Yeah, it's that Anfield. Fucking shit.
Liverpool. Liverpool's defense is a bit. Kanate's gonna be missing in it because his father passed away.
Yeah.
No right backs. Yeah, Frimpong's injured. Bradley's out, so probably Szoboszlai might have to cover there. This is going to be a good game, you know. I'm going to go for a free. Newcastle never beat Liverpool though, man. I'm going to go for a 3-2 Liverpool. You're mute. You're muted.
Sounds like that makes for a great game. A 3-2, man. With a 3-2
I think
Liverpool game is usually that was the reverse fixture that Rio last. It was 3-2. Yeah, I think Liverpool has it. I think they have enough to get by Newcastle. Sorry, Specs. Night Owl would be a good one between him and Scans. Him and Scans going at it. Chelsea, West Ham.
Oh, London Derby, Chelsea, 2-0 Chelsea, man. I think Chelsea gonna beat up West Ham, man.
Yeah, I think
West Ham were good last game, but their bottom goes out, man, when they play Chelsea, man.
Yeah.
Chelsea,
the striker that wants to leave Palace, Mateta, won't be in the squad tomorrow as they face Forest. Forest and Palace. What you telling me? This could be a low-key good game, you know.
Yeah. Guys. I can see this as a stinky draw, though, but Forest 2-0.
2-0 Forest, yeah? What did I have? Oh, yeah, I got it drawing. Come on, Eddie. The striker is leaving. You are the starting striker for Fulham now. I mean, for Palace now, Eddie. Surely, you're only going to get so many opportunities. Eddie has to rise. The rest of these games are kind of like, dead rubber, really, or on paper at least. We got Brighton, Everton.
Brighton, Everton. Oof.
It's at Brighton.
2-2.
2-2. 2-2, right. Wolves, Bournemouth. It's at Wolves.
2-1, Bournemouth.
Bournemouth just beat Liverpool, They did just beat
Liverpool. Exactly.
No Semenyo with a bunch of injuries, and they beat Liverpool. Yeah, I think I went 3-1 there. Sunderland, Burnley. That's a Monday night game.
Oh God, that's a stink fest, that one, man.
Oh, Monday night.
Monday, I won't be watching that, just put it that way.
No Xhaka.
No Xhaka.
Yeah, he's got an ankle problem that's going to take him out 3 weeks. Just
1-0 Sunderland.
1-0 Sunderland, yeah. I go 2-1 Sunderland. Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah. Let this be one of those weekends where we collect wages, like the boys say on the catch up, because the entire internet loved last weekend of football. Rivals, United fans. We had a bad week,
These men were hugging each other. The rivals were hugging each other, bro. It's just
save football. I never said they save football,
Yeah.
Your defense is in trouble. Brother, listen, we almost won the league singing that. The praises that I would have lauded at Arteta if we had won the league with Eddie leading our line, it's mad. United ain't in it. They need to go and sit down. Spoiler. They're fully out here in spoiler mode, and and everyone can get it. You know what I mean?
I heard last I heard that Man United are winning the league. I'm hearing Man United fans saying they're winning the league. They're gonna win the league. Crazy.
I tell you what, they're finishing above Liverpool.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they will finish above Liverpool, which is a big feat for them. Which is mad. I think that's what they're gonna lock onto at this time. They'll look at Liverpool and be like, brother, you man, won the league and broke the transfer record, blah blah blah, and still finished above man. This is gonna make United fans hate Amorim even more, because they believe that those games that Amorim cost them could have them up there with us. Do you know what I mean? Some of those dead results, getting knocked out the cups at the first try, both cups at the first try, they were out. Yeah, they're gonna. This is gonna make and Donny might be able to cut his hair now after 3 more wins. So yeah, the Amorim hate. Big up to me though. Seems like it's fully justified around this sport now.
I hope they get battered on Saturday, or whenever they're playing, Mido cooking me, I need to give him he needs to get a get back, man, because that guy cooked me on Monday, man. Cooked me for 20 minutes straight.
Proper cooking session. I'm sitting there biting my lip like I'm forcing myself to watch this shit. I was like, God. Speaking of guy, big up to Dal. Now, the memberships, and there's the admin note. I am on the American Idiots with Dal and TJ.
Whose show is that? TJ show?
Yeah, that's TJ Warren's show. That is coming on at, I want to say 10 p.m. UK time. That's
tonight.
Coming on tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So big up to TJ for the invite. It's love. I appreciate that 100%, my guy. Big you up every time. And big up to that, man. Love for that. It's 9 p.m. Shit, see, I'm out here giving bad information out. Thought it was 10. But big up, man. Big up TJ, the NBA bubble GOAT. That's him. Man U fans reminding us that they're the most delusional fan base. This is gonna set Wahaha off.
Yeah. Who said that?
That's Jacques Cousteau.
Oh
Your newest sub.
no! Don't start, Jack.
It's your newest sub. CB, man, Mr. Pat said last week when Arsenio Hall brought out Farrakhan and all the rappers united on both coasts. Yeah, them men were holding hands singing Kumbaya, saying, yes, United saved football by beating Arsenal. Well, you know what? We were 1-0 up and cruising, and Zubi decided to hit the self-destruct button. You know, and this is what happens, man. We self-destructed, which is typical Arsenal. This part of the season, we have that attached to us.
You know, YouTube. You know, they give out gifts on YouTube. That was Zubimendi, man. You know, in the football game, I'm giving my gift, man, a free gift.
Yeah, it's one of them ones. It's mad, but bro, what you got? Did you have a show coming up soon? Yeah, you have a show.
Yeah, I got something with 6 Leeds versus Arsenal preview. My boy Craig. That's at 6 p.m. tonight. I might jump on the football rig for a bit. Depends how I feel. I need to get a drink and that. And I'll be with Gianni and Sammy on the football rig. Hopefully, redirect over there. Sorry,
that's now, right?
Yeah, that's now.
Right?
So
okay, let me see if I can find Sammy. Let me see if I can find him.
He put the link in the WhatsApp chat. So
oh, did he?
Yeah, I can do it from here as well. But you've got the strength on your channel. So
let me see if I can find him. Sammy from Football Rig is live, people. So bear with me while I look up Football Rig.
Do you want me to send you the stream? I mean, the link in the private chat.
Oh, could you?
Yeah. Just put it in the private chat.
That'll work.
See it there?
I have no idea what I'm doing, but fuck it. Let me try. Football Rig. Yeah. Yeah, Sammy is one of us people. He's a
real one.
Part of the resistance. Yeah, and he's live right now with Gianni. So yeah, let me just copy. Like my bro says, copy this. Boom. Old man settings, you know. Redirect.
Hey, how's your leg, man? Is it back to?
Yeah, I have a final follow-up. On the 4th, which is Wednesday.
So you're walking without crutches and everything now, yeah?
Yeah, I can run and everything, man. I just can't absorb any contact. Yeah, I can't absorb any contact. Now, if I can go play in like a friendly match or a charity game or something, yeah, but playing with these damn Nigerians, man, these men don't care. If you're on the pitch, you get
clumsy. They're clumsy as well.
Yeah, so I can't be out there.
Sorry, BBK, sorry.
I can't right now, but big up to Binks. Big up to everyone, man. I apologize if I didn't get to your comments, but you know, the bro is on. I have to get the bro's thoughts, the bro's predictions, and all them something there. Gonna end it there. Please go over to Football Rig Waffle Dot. You're gonna be over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on there in a bit.
He'll be over there. Gianni's over there, the legend that is Gianni, and big up and hit Sammy with the BBK raid. Like I always say, people, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time. Yeah. Your FBLs, people. Your FBLs.
Oh, yeah.
And each other. Until next time, we are gone.